Let's do this.
Jump
Oh,
straight
recording's
into
in
it,
progress.
guys.
Thanks. All right, ready? Yeah.
Sure.
Hello, welcome to Oops, I Just Woke Up in Hollywood. Is it I Just Woke Up in Hollywood or I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah. No, no,
Hello,
no.
welcome
That,
to
that's
Oops, I Just Woke
that's
Up
the
in Hollywood,
name.
where we discuss all kinds of Hollywood film shenanigans as well as just kind of what we do on our week to week life.
The name of the show.
Is it the
I'm
name of the show?
I'm looking at the name of the show now.
What's the name of our show?
I don't remember.
Jimmy Haben.
It's I Just Woke Up in Hollywood. We're all good.
I Just Woke Up in Hollywood. Well,
All
there
right.
you go.
Cut that out.
Jimmy Haben.
I've been good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been all
Do
right.
you have you got anything on what? Have you watched anything interesting? I'm trying to think. I think I've watched some interesting things
Uh, last week.
last week.
Not last week. Last show I said I watched Kenobi. And I
Hmm.
finished that.
Nice. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the finale?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of. I think the issue with like Star Wars and I think Marvel's on the same thing is like there's so much stuff coming out all the time that people don't really get a chance to kind of appreciate actually how good the certain series are. I think Kenobi was a really good one personally. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's good.
I enjoyed, and now he's having little space adventures with Qui-Gon. So
Yeah. With
I
his little
want a,
camel
I
dude.
want, I want like I genuinely want like a buddy cop film or like series where it's like them going round
Yeah, that's solving
and
crimes and shit.
it's like yeah, and it's just Qui-Gon constantly being like, "You're an idiot, Obi-Wan," like
Yeah. That
constantly.
was Obi-Wan's voice you just did. But yeah.
That was
Try
yeah,
the Liam
like
Neeson's voice. Let's try do it. Come on.
it's a bit more gruff, isn't it? It'd be like, "You're an idiot, Obi-Wan." It's
Yeah.
sort of it
That was
comes
just
down.
your voice, but
That's my voice. Yeah,
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 that
yeah.
was just your
Yeah.
voice you
Oh,
just did.
there you go. Yeah.
Oh shit,
Um,
roll the titles.
roll the what?
The titles.
Oh yeah, roll the title. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's roll
Yeah.
the title. Sorry,
I already
roll
did
title.
it. I just did it
Yeah,
back then.
done it.
You missed
There you
it.
go. Yeah. Do you
You
know what
just
I
asked
can't
me.
wait for? I can't wait for you to like. So we obviously we used the Five Guys inspirational board
Mhm.
for the titles. I can't wait for you to get maybe into like 3 episodes, and when you realize you're going to have to slightly change it to something else, and then you're
Oh
going
no,
to find.
it's gonna be something else every week.
I love that. Good. That's what we want. That's so good because I was like, how long are we going to stick with Five Guys before Jimmy just goes, oh, he's
Uh,
shattered.
well, that's the
Um,
rule of this episode, though, isn't it? Now we can't mention Five Guys at all because otherwise I'll
that is
have to put something with
yeah.
Five Guys.
So we can Five Guys in. That's true. It's true. I watched Tales of the Jedi, the whole series.
Oh, is that
Um,
out? I didn't realize that was
yeah,
out.
it's out, and you know what? They're only like 20 minutes a piece. There's only six of them, they're like 20 minutes a piece. So I managed to kind of do it all in an afternoon. Um, and it was really good. It's really good. It was really good. Really interesting. Kind of nice watching. I really love Clone Wars. I love the animation of it, and I love the way that you kind of. I like the fact that in doing the animated series, you don't have to fuss with like. It doesn't take as long to shoot. It doesn't take as. I mean, there's not like this. Like, oh, we've cast so and so. It's just they just make it quietly and then they just release it, and you're like, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting. There's so I think half the episodes focus on Ahsoka and the other half focus on Dooku and kind of his turn to the dark side. And personally, I preferred that side of things. But both of them are really good.
I find there's so much shit with Ahsoka.
There's a lot of
I was
like
thinking about that recently. I was like,
she started as like one of the most hated characters in Star Wars, like
she's got like,
actively
yeah, but she's got like
hated.
her own show now and stuff as well. It's
Yeah,
like,
now like people absolutely love her character, and I think it's because they developed it in a really, really good and interesting way. And in that series, again, you see kind of more of it, and it's really good and really sort of interesting to see. Um, but that was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed watching that. I haven't really watched much this week. I'm working at the moment, so watching things is like a luxury to get any
yeah,
time in the evening to actually be able to watch something. Um, but yeah, I've sort of been I've tamed down on my watch things. I actually did watch last week. I watched Interstellar with my house, sort of as a house viewing, if you will, because some of us hadn't seen it before.
well, with
Um,
people in your house or just with your
no,
house.
no, 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 with my house, like the walls,
Just you in your house.
me and my house. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
pretty much.
okay.
Yeah, it's a good film, man. It's a
Good
good
in it.
film.
Yeah.
He's crying on the screen. It's emotional. It's good. I genuinely promise to you, I missed and didn't clock. I don't know why I didn't clock. I think I probably did clock when I watched it for the first time. It's not. really relevant information, so I just
Mm.
sort of didn't think about it. But I'm not Matthew. I'm not going to use character names because I don't remember them. Matthew McConaughey's son, Casey Affleck. Casey
Yeah.
Affleck's first child dies,
Yeah.
and like I just forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then the more I thought about it now, like it's just not relevant to the story. That's why my brain just goes like, yeah, I don't. That doesn't matter. But
Mm.
like, there's a scene where in the calling moments, and you're kind of or it's really emotional and it's really sweet. I actually think it's one of the best emotional scenes that like has been done by Christopher Nolan, because I don't think he's always great with like, but he's just like cool things and like yeah. But I
That's a
actually think
quote
that
from him,
one
isn't it?
is as put that on the poster.
Yeah.
That's exactly, insert that here. But I think that scene and the scene in Inception with shit, where the last scene where he gets through the vault. Remember he gets through the vault and he sees his
Yeah.
dad lying in bed. I think those two are the scenes that he does emotion best in any of his films.
Mm.
And Tenet's got no emotion in. It's just hardcore. Other than yeah, it's just hardcore mindfuckery. But the way in which that scene, he like it's emotional and he's on screen talking and his son's talking to him, and his son kind of just goes like, "Oh yeah, we buried my son next to mum," and my brain just went like, "Oh shit, that's sad,"
Yeah. Yeah.
and then they just move on, and then it's just a left turn. It's like,
Yeah.
and the door's here too. It's like, okay, that's yeah, all right, great.
I think one of the best bits about Interstellar was the bit at the end where Anne Hathaway's on the desert planet and then Liam
By
Neeson
herself,
appears as a ghost.
yeah,
I think that was the best part.
yeah. And he
What's
said,
going on with Casey Affleck?
yeah, and he says Obi-Wan. Oh wait, no, who the fuck are you?
Everyone. No,
He
yeah,
goes,
what's going on with Casey Affleck though? I haven't heard from him in
uh,
like years.
yeah, no, he made Manchester by
Was
the
he?
Sea.
Wasn't he in
He played
something recently?
didn't he win an Oscar with Manchester by the Sea?
Yeah, that's ages ago. Though.
He won. He did Manchester by the Sea, where he tried to shoot himself. There's that scene where he grabs a cop gun.
Yeah,
That's super.
that film is like that film came out
Uh,
2016. I mean, since 2016, what has
no, he
Casey
doesn't do.
Affleck done?
I think he just sort of he turned into a force ghost. He Qui-Gon Jinned it.
Well, because he didn't he get like loads of like allegations against him
I
or
don't think
something.
Casey Affleck did. Casey Affleck get those? I thought Casey
Yeah.
Affleck was a nice guy. Is he not? No.
No, I think he got some stuff against him. I don't know if I don't know where it went. Oh, he was in Our Friend. I saw that recently. No, I didn't see it. I remember that being a thing recently. And then
Yeah,
I don't know what
he
that's
did.
about.
He did the Ocean's films.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Go on.
Oh, he was in something last year. Every Breath You Take.
He's in the police. The band.
What
Not
the
the
fuck is
police.
this film about?
Not the strong men and women that are stood
Gabe,
behind Jimmy on it.
the joke isn't landing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it got 20% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's good.
Oof, Jesus.
Oh, 5.3 on IMDb. Do you
I
do
might
that?
take
do you do that anymore? Where like you
no,
look at
not really.
you like go on check the score before you watch
No,
film? I
no.
don't do it.
I don't think anyone should. I
I think
think
I
people
used to. I used to like sit watch film and be like, oh, I really enjoyed that, and then like I'd look it up, like see it was like the cast or whatever, and I'd see the Rotten Tomatoes score as like 30% or whatever. Like, oh shit, now I feel bad for liking it, and now I'm just like, I don't give a shit. Like, because
I don't care. I feel like
we went to the pub last night and we had like a hour-long discussion about how Robots is actually a really good film.
ugh,
It's
I
actually a
don't
good
remember.
film.
I think I saw it as a kid. I don't remember seeing it since.
It's got like Robin Williams in it and stuff.
Yeah. I mean I feel like that a lot of the time nowadays, I think it's on a weird reverse, because I think if you go back like 3 years, people really gave a fuck about what like everything was rated. And now I think people don't really care anymore. But the thing that
It doesn't
gets me
matter, does
now,
it?
no, not really. The thing that gets me now is that people will put uh like they'll post their opinion to no one.
Well, that's why I like stopped using Twitter.
Yeah, like I don't care whether or not you think the worst one for me is like I actively dislike the I think we spoke about it last time is like the Marvel hatred of like, oh, this thing isn't what I want. It's like, dude, you don't have to watch everything that
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
comes out. Like,
see, the thing is like
get out.
I don't know if I like. I think I used to obviously like when I'd see like someone talk about a Marvel film. No, I don't really care about. I don't watch them
Like,
anymore. Like
just
after
like I can
after
go watch
like
it,
that stuff
enjoy it. If I
ended.
want to watch it, enjoy it. But it should take no. If you
But
don't want
but
to
what I
watch,
mean, right, is like after all that stuff
right,
ended, yeah, I like stopped caring about that sort of stuff. The worst thing is when something just happened in the world and you're just scrolling and then fucking like someone who has nothing like not related to it at all, who you follow for like a laugh, starts posting about like the war in Ukraine or some shit. And you're like,
yeah,
I don't want to
yeah. Thanks a
think
lot,
about
Galvin.
that right now. I want to
I mean,
like do you know what I mean though? No, but like
yeah,
you follow someone, like you follow a
yeah,
comedian and you're
yeah.
like, oh,
I'm not
they
following
post funny
you.
stuff,
I am
you
not
know?
following you. Your political fucking opinion. I
It's
probably agree with your political opinion. In fact, I do think that currently in the Middle East some bad shit is going down, but I do not want to see it
exact,
on
but it's like
Wikipedia's
it, yeah,
page.
like I'll follow like I don't know who I'll fucking follow, but like I'll follow someone and then I'll be like, oh, they post funny stuff occasionally, right? And then like they'll post some of the darkest shit ever,
Mm,
and I'll be like, okay, sick. And then like I'll follow a fucking politician, and they'll be on I'm a Celebrity.
yeah. Hey, we can't.
No, we're
I
not
don't
gonna
want to
talk
talk.
about
I don't
that.
want to talk about
We're
that
not
shit.
talking about that shit. Doesn't
I
that
don't want
start
to go
tonight?
anywhere near that. Ooh,
Doesn't that start
ooh.
tonight or last Saturday for the viewers?
Yeah, let's just. Oh yeah, like ITV, get your shit together, man. Come on.
You know, it's funny
Um,
though.
it's hilarious. It's so funny. It's the equivalent of oh Jesus. Yeah,
But
Jesus
but that's
Christ.
the thing, right? Is like that is quite funny. Yeah.
It's funny.
Like
It's really
it's
funny.
really
They've
depressing, but
done
it's
it.
quite funny. But you'll follow someone on Twitter or whatever. I haven't been on Twitter for like
Yeah, I get
a
it.
good year and a half, whatever. But
I
like,
go on Twitter now to find out why things don't work. So like when Instagram the other day had its little kerfuffle and like banned everyone's account, I went on
oh shit,
Twitter
I
to
heard about that.
find out. I went on Twitter to check hashtag
But
Instagram, and then it was like, oh, it's down for everyone. That's all I use it for now. I
but
don't. I just use it to check on the masses. I don't use it
but
anymore
that's the
properly.
thing. It's I think the thing with the problem with Twitter and like a lot of social media is so backwards. So you'll have like someone who like you know gets paid to make jokes to people,
Mm,
and then something like that will happen on like where someone who cheated on their wife publicly
mm.
who like helped run the country is now an I'm a
Yeah,
Celebrity, and then you'll
yeah.
just have
As
like,
well as half the world, half
but
of COVID.
you'll have people like on there be like, oh, I know I'm usually like a account that makes a lot of jokes and stuff, but I feel very passionately about it. It's like, don't fucking feel passionately about it on the. You're like choosing the worst place to feel passionately about something. That like on the internet, yeah, nothing is sacred. You cannot
No,
feel passionately about
no.
anything. You
Or
have to
if you
just like,
about it, make more of an effort in like you as a person make the effort to feel passionately. Do things that feel passionate. Donate to things. I don't mind when you share a donate link, but don't donate a link and then put up 70 slides of fucking information for me to
yeah,
click through.
it's just
That's all I'm doing is this. That's all I'm doing is
it's
trying to get through it. I
it's
don't want
so
to see
fucking
it.
weird because you'll be like, okay, well, like I know I'm like kind of going for comedians here, but I don't mean I'm just saying because that's like if I could
Yeah,
think of a
Dave.
purest form of taking things
I'm
not
joking.
seriously, it
I
would
love
be
it.
comedy,
Oh,
right? So
right.
it's like you're like your job is to like make people laugh at stuff so it doesn't feel as bad. So then when something is like I don't know how I'm saying this too, but I've seen it before and it pisses me
Yeah,
off. It's
yeah.
like then when you turn around and be like, oh no, this is actually serious. We need to stop. Like we need to talk about this. It's like, well then what? Like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
No, but it's true, though, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
if someone makes a joke about like a horrible thing that's happening in the world, I go, oh, that's funny, and I'll be like, oh, actually, that's kind of fucked up, and then I take it a little bit more seriously. But I still laugh at it. I just take it
Mhm, mhm,
seriously.
mhm.
But if someone turns
Yeah.
around and is like, oh, this thing's really awful, I'm gonna want to like rebel against it and make it funny, and then I won't take it seriously.
It's also not to say that just because you're a comedian you can't talk about important topics. It's just more make the effort to pick the time and the place, and
Look,
that is
make
not
the effort to
time nor
make a fucking joke about it.
yeah, yeah,
It's your job. Like,
or be like or like understand that you can spread awareness about a thing, but you don't have to. My thing is always this, right? And we've my God, have we gone far off traffic? But anyway, my thing is always this with anything in general. You can feel however you want to feel about any topic in the world. I don't particularly give a fuck how you feel. If you feel different to me, I don't care as long as you don't try and fucking sell me on your opinion. I don't care unless you don't try and sell. So the same thing comes when if you want to fucking show the world and go explain how all these awful things are happening, people need to do more about this, and this. That's great. But if you're not able to turn around and go like, I'm just gonna make it miserable and explain to everyone how shit. Do you know the best account? Genuinely, the best account I follow on any social media,
Is it
and
my account?
it's not even, it's not even. There's no like punch like this. It's the fucking John Krasinski Some Good News account that he started in lockdown.
Oh shit! Is that still a
Because
thing?
it's still a thing.
Oh, does he still
It's
do
not
it?
a show. It's not a show. No, not anymore. They just fucking post good shit happening in the
Oh, I
world.
follow some of those people on like
That's the
TikTok and stuff.
best.
I just like scrolling
That's
through and
the
I'm
best
like, oh,
account in the world because I do not want to see about a fucking firing squad happening in Lebanon. I don't think that's happened. I'm just picking a situation in the
what'd you
country.
get 11 from?
I don't know. I just threw a country out of my head.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I want to see about like a girl who's been in chemotherapy for 8 months, who's just come home and had this beautiful street party laid out for her because of it.
Mm.
Can I see more? I don't. I'm not, I can be aware of the other thing, but I'd
Do you mean
like to
a
see.
Do you mean a New Orleans funeral? Because that's kind of
I
like a
mean, a
street
little
party.
issue. Jesus Christ. Can we move on?
Okay, but no, in all seriousness, this brings me to like my
Oh, right, carry
this brings me to my like biggest pet peeve right now is like
on.
children's entertainment, right? Now, like children's
Oh God.
entertainment, right? It no 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 can be like sick, right? Like I love
Yeah,
like
it's not. Yeah.
no, but it used to be, right? Like I love like Adventure Time and shit like that, and like Regular
Hmm.
Show, and like that was like the two shows that like, I grew up with, and
Yeah.
obviously we all grew up like SpongeBob and shit. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
The problem is now, right? Is you use kids' entertainment, right, to teach kids lessons about stuff, and I
Yeah.
think there's like a lot more these days to teach kids than there was possibly.
Yeah.
Well,
Agreed. Yeah.
as time goes on, there's more and more to like teach kids, right?
Yeah.
So you
When
have
we were
like
growing
shows
up,
like
it was less teaching, it was more entertainment with teaching. Now it's more teaching
yeah,
and
but you have shows like Sesame Street, which like have like
entertainment.
always been like, oh, here's a bunch of people who are like live together. It's
Yeah.
basically just like this is why racism is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But then like now, I mean Sesame Street's kind of fallen off because of this. Cause it's like now it would just be like not that I'm sitting watching Sesame Street by myself,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah. You are.
I'm aware of it. It's
Yeah.
like now it's like it feels just like a lecture, right?
Yeah.
So like I don't know if you've seen like kids shows now, right? But you'll have
No.
like okay, so there's a lot of stuff obviously at the moment with like trans rights and like
Mm.
being yourself,
Yeah.
like if you
Yeah.
who you love, all that bullshit, not this bullshit,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so it's like back in the day, it would be like, oh look, here is a character who loves another character. Let's say it's two men, they love each other, right? And you
Yeah.
wouldn't draw attention to it. Maybe you'd have like an episode where it's like, oh, someone today said something bad to me, and this is why it's bad. But like now, it will be that entire character is gay or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's the trouble with like television these days. Is it's like everything has to have a message. So it's like it to make it easy for writers, whatever, they'll just especially for kids shows because kids don't give a fuck. So it'd be
Mm.
like, okay, well, like instead of having a message integrated into this other story that we're making accessible for kids, it will be here's a message, and we're gonna dress it up for kids.
Around the story. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Exactly.
there won't be a separate story related to it. It will just feel like a kind of lecture, or whatever. Like, oh,
Mm.
this is the right way to think. I mean, it is the right way to think.
This is a really interesting point because I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about it, but I at the moment am working on a show that is really heavily linked to this kind of thing. In that I'm working on Sesame Street. No, in the
Yeah,
it's
you're
like
but
I'm Bert. Yeah, yeah. Haven't cast Ernie yet.
no.
But anyway, it's a really the part of the joke me and Jimmy had in naming this show Just Working in Hollywood is the realization that when you do poke your head out and realize that like this Hollywood as we call it or the like Western film and how we do all this fucking shit is horrendously tainted with awful people and awful ways of doing things where like when I dislike I like it's the thing about like the like anything that revolving towards transgender stuff and different sexualities and things like that. They just the industry's just genuinely gone like it's now creeping up to it, and it feels so in a lot of cases like it's like, oh fuck, how can we kind of do this, but not hurt anyone, but also not like shy away from it, but also do it like. And the real realization, personally, I feel is like, personally, I feel as a straight white man, is like just like we can just fucking get on with it. These
Yeah.
characters can just be in things, and it doesn't need to be like, oh, look at this guy, who's this. Fuck that. Let's just have them there. They're just characters. They're just
But
another character. There's no
also,
extent
yeah.
focus on it. It doesn't need to be. The thing that I'm linking back to is like, uh, again, don't know how much I can talk about, but the drum at the moment feels like it's done properly, and like it's just like
Yeah.
these are our, they are like this. That's the show.
But
We've
that's
built
probably
them.
because
They've got their own
your
story.
show
It's
or
beautiful.
whatever you're
Fucking great.
working on right now is like
Yeah.
actually made for someone.
It
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
It feels
But
yeah
that's why it's probably gonna do well is because
yeah.
like stuff like whatever like transgender rights. Well, I don't know. I
Mm.
feel like I'm using that as like a scapegoat thing.
I feel like
But
you're
you know what I
yeah
mean? It makes sense because
yeah
it's like that's kind of something that
mm,
is really big at the moment.
yeah.
It's like
Big.
that's a
It's
trend at the
big.
moment. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
trend. So it's like it's like it's really like it's really weird to watch that stuff because I've got like a little sister who watches
Yeah.
like she watches YouTube more, but she would like watches television occasionally, and I'm sort of sitting there watching it. I'm like, I don't know who this is made for.
Yeah.
Because like the beautiful thing about like Disney and stuff, as like every single like human being who talks about films in the world is what you said, it's like made for kids and adults.
Yeah.
So like you can watch it as a kid and take away something completely different that you would as an adult.
Yeah.
Like I watched like I don't know I watched The Incredibles recently again,
Mm.
like with my girlfriend, and that was like a film I loved as a kid, and like I
Fair.
took something completely differently away from it that I did when I
Yeah.
watched it when I was younger.
You
But
sided with Syndrome.
what's that?
You sided with Syndrome, didn't you?
Yeah, cool. He's
Yeah.
the hero.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
They just make him out to be the villain. He's the hero.
I'm Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I look like Incredible with the haircut, don't I? A
You
little
do
bit.
a little bit like
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, but it's like if I were to sit down and I were to watch something like Sesame Street now,
Mm,
I
yeah.
feel like I wouldn't get anything out of it, and nor would my little sister.
Mm,
But if I watch it back in the day, I feel like we would both get something out of it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I think
Remember
it's the
being
same things with like
yeah.
a lot of kids' films as well. It's like sometimes I sit and I watch them like because I like animated films, right? I don't care if it's made for kids or adults, whatever. Like sometimes they're
Yeah.
just good. But I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, this isn't entertaining me, and I know this won't entertain, you know, a kid like my little sister.
Mm,
So like, what the fuck? Who made this?
yeah.
Like, I feel the same about this show. To be honest, like, who's watching this shit?
Who's watching it? No one. We are.
Oh
I
yeah,
have it on
we
every
like
time
the
I
sound
go.
of our own voices.
I put it on. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Should we? We've got two more segments to go. Well, we got one segment we did last week that I want to dabble back into and see if there's anything new there, and if it's not, then we'll carry on. Jimmy, have you bought anything stupid this week?
Um, that's a really good question. I can't remember.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I don't think I did actually because I trying to save up money for Christmas. So
fair. I bought something really stupid last week, and I bought the Optimus Prime Lego set, and
oh, yeah.
then the Optimus Prime Lego set. And therefore, I haven't bought anything stupid this week because I've bought that last week, and that was very expensive. However, there was a thing I was eyeing up, which I just want to try and go see if I can find, and then I can talk more about it. Do you want to explain to people, Jimmy, what the next segment we've planned is?
Yeah.
We're doing
So me and Gabe have made some really successful stuff in the past with over 5 views. And we thought it would be a really good idea to sort of show off our like creative writing skills and like our creative process for the one film we've made together. On like, you know, so you can pick up on our skills, and I mean, you're not ever going to be able to replicate them, let's be real, but like kind of get an idea of how good we are at it. So plan is that we are going to write a page of a script every episode. And that's it.
I
Really,
think what we
isn't
do
it?
as well is like at the end of the series, we'll get a person to play each role, and we'll read the script.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a very funny way of doing it.
And we'll do it live as well.
cannot remember what the fuck I was going to do. No, that's what I was going to reference. The show I'm on, we filmed in a theater or cinema, actually a
Hmm.
cinema, the other week, and I took home. I've got a photo of it, but I don't know how to. I took home the biggest box of popcorn you've ever seen in your life, and
Love
it's
it.
like it's much deeper than that as well.
Crunchy
Uh,
corn. That's a good name for the
Crunchy
episode.
corn. It was crunchy corn. There you go, crunchy corn. That's the name of the episode.
Guys, if you work for Crunchy Corn, please like just contact
Like
me. I want
just
you on the show. I want to.
yeah, just let us know.
You
But
can
yeah, I took
play.
that at home with me, and that's why the Interstellar night happened because I came home with this massive box of popcorn and said, "Does anyone want to sit and watch a film tonight?" And
Mm,
we all watched Interstellar. Yeah, that's my stupid purchase slash thing for the week. So there you go. That's my thing.
okay. Did you
Can
actually
we
buy
just
that?
no? I stole it. You got it for free.
I was gonna say like
Yeah.
he's selling that shit. All right. What are we doing? Because we still got
Uh, scripty time.
what time?
Scripty time.
Scripty time.
Scripty time.
Okay, do the clapping thing then because I want to.
Yay!
Sorry, no. Before I was just about to say I've got such like a Weasley face. Because I was getting really, I was like setting it up and I was getting really close to the camera like that, and I looked up and I was like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
Oh, back that shit
Oh,
up.
that's a shame.
Okay, well, can we name this segment Scripty Time? I think Scripty Time's a good name for
I
the
think
segment.
Scripty Time is
Fitting.
a good name. Okay, I think we
Yeah.
need to think of. Okay, so do we do a title first?
I think this episode we do a title and a location.
I'm definitely not using.
Comic Sans.
I'm definitely not using Google Docs to write this. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's
Just
not.
do
This
it.
isn't gonna be formatted either because I can't be fucked.
No, we're not formatting this shit. No, no,
Right.
no. It's just there.
Well, so
I'm
we're
thinking, can we call it a weasel in Hollywood?
a weasel in Hollywood. Okay. No, I tell you what. Let's think of a new word for the title every week up until we have one that makes sense.
Okay, a weasel.
So I'm just gonna do weasel
Okay, great.
from Suicide Squad.
He didn't drown.
Didn't drown. I was so okay. No, that's a different topic. No, don't worry.
There's
I'm not talking about
something
Suicide Squad right now. Okay,
fucking good, man. Good film.
so let's
The
underline
James Bond.
that so that Brad Pitt knows that's the title when he plays Weasel in this film. Can it just have nothing to do with weasels? No, do you ever like see a title of a film and you're like, oh,
No,
that
we're never
sounds
naming.
sick, and then you
There's
watch
no
like the
character.
trailer and you're
There's
like,
no character
oh,
called Weasel. It's just we just called it. We just called it Weasel.
we just called it. That's the name. That's the name right now.
The setting I feel like needs to be Hollywood. I feel like we could do a lot of funny jokes in Hollywood
Jesus
because we're
Christ.
funny.
Sorry,
I feel
my
like can we do like
OneDrive just
in
told me to space like incredibly loudly.
can we do like interior the Hollywood sign? He
That
lives
doesn't
in the
have
Hollywood.
an interior.
No, no, he does. He lives in the Hollywood sign.
I don't want to say it Hollywood. I hate Hollywood.
It'd be great. It's so
No, no,
good.
no, no, no,
Is he,
no.
yeah, because he can
Let's
live
say
in it,
it.
and it'll be like he lives in like this narrow of a
Who's
house.
he?
Weasel.
I mean, there's no weasels in this film.
No, he is. He is the Weasel, but his name's not
I don't. I
Weasel.
don't mind. I don't mind a human being
What did
called
we nearly
Weasel.
name the show? Doug. He's Doug. Doug is the Weasel.
No, Douglas Sue the shit out of us. If we...
No, no, Doug can't come close to us. We're never referring to him by name. It's just
You
Weasel.
know Doug's real, don't you? He's a real
Yeah.
man. He's a real boy.
Well, right, come on, pick a location. Let's do this.
I don't know.
Um,
Where
Sam,
did you go? Where have you been recently?
I've been in Slough.
Slough.
Been in Slough a lot lately.
Okay, so where's somewhere? The Office was set in Slough.
The Office is set in Slough.
It's filmed in Slough, probably.
I don't know if it's filmed in Slough.
I don't care. It's Slough.
Yeah.
Exterior.
Okay. Slough.
Slough.
Oh,
If you're American, you're watching this. I can't explain Slough.
why are you watching this if you're American? Slough.
Night. Okay, let's get straight into it. It's night, and we're about to go to like a horrible crime.
Okay. Now we put the context in. So
Do you know what's really funny? Is everyone
what?
watching this who like actually writes scripts is gonna be so angry. I love
Yeah,
it.
because we formatted this. This is the ugliest script I've ever seen in my life.
Weasel.
Um,
Exterior Slough night. Okay.
Um,
I think we
so,
need to think of something that's topical every week.
yeah.
So what's happened this week?
Can we do okay? So it's like there's a dark alleyway in Slough.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
writing that down.
yeah, you're writing that
Okay,
down. Dark alley.
there's a dark alley alleyway
um,
in Slough.
yeah, yeah.
That's not how you spell alleyway, is it?
No, it's yeah, it is, yeah.
Is it? I feel like it's
Yeah,
that. No, it's
no,
not
it's,
that.
oh, you were right.
Okay.
Um, like a shadowy figure appears.
A shadow.
I think with the
How do you
guy's name.
spell shadowy?
A shadow. No, it's just a Y, Jimmy.
Shadowish.
Uh, I need to remember what the fuck is his.
Wait, where does he appear?
All right, I've got my joke. In the dark alleyway. In the dark alleyway.
Yeah,
They know that already.
is it just it's a shot of an alleyway?
It's a shot in an
And then
alleyway.
and how does he appear?
Hang on, we're getting to that.
Okay.
Um,
Appears.
yeah, from
This
round
is
the
the
corner.
most this is the
From
most
round the
year
corner.
6 creative writing task intro I've
Jimmy,
ever read
Jimmy,
in my life.
from round the corner.
Appear what corner?
There's a corner before the alleyway, Jimmy.
From round the corner.
Corner. From round the corner.
There is a corner
Jimmy, from
the
round the corner.
alleyway. Gabe, I'm trying so hard right now.
But you've written the word twice. It is Matt Hancock. Full stop.
No, we can't do Matt Hank. I wanted to not say his name. I thought we were gonna like. No. I'm not putting Matt Hancock.
He's going in the jungle, Jimmy.
I'm fine putting Hat Mancock.
It is a Hat Mancock. That's it. Put that. That's it. It's a murder mystery, and the murderer is a guy called Hat Mancock. And it's
No, we
about
don't know.
Arca-
We can't. We can't just tell them the murderer this early.
But that's what they think. That's what they think it is.
Oh, but it's actually.
It's Hat Mancock.
Go on. Who is it? Hat Mancock.
Don't just put.
There is a dark alleyway in Slough. A shadowy figure appears from around the corner. There is a corner in this alleyway. Hat Mancock. He sniffs for clues. He's the detective. Okay. So this is the big reveal. So this is like the Batman, right? So like Hat Mancock is this like detective who
he smells glue. Sorry,
he smells glue. Yeah, sniffs for glues. No. So he's like this detective, and like he uses all his senses, as many do, to like solve mysteries.
He sniffs for clues. He listens for words.
He listens for words. Yeah. No. Okay. So like this is like there's police. Okay. Hold on. There's a dark alleyway in Slough. There's like this like police tape and stuff like that. Yeah. There's like police tape everywhere. There is some.
What I love is people don't realize this is exactly how me and Jimmy write. Like we sit together and we're like, "This is funny." Like,
that's fine.
How far can we take this before it's not funny anymore? Oh, this is funny. That's so good.
There is police tape somewhere. I'm also just gonna just in case they get confused. A shadowy figure appears from round the corner. There is. Oh, okay. Well, now I need to also say there is also a corner. Oh, that's not how you spell also. Also a corner in this alleyway. Because like basically we're writing this to like get people who are reading it psyched up, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
He
sniffs for clues.
He sniffs for clues.
We'll do the first line of dialogue.
No, we need to do it. But this is the first line. So
one line of dialogue, and I say, I think he.
Name's Hat. What is he? What's this? This is the first line of the film.
Can he say something that's really fucking obvious? Like he sniffs for clues. Slough.
Smell.
Oh, can he just say Slough? Can it just be Slough?
Oh, okay. No, he needs to say something about the city of Slough.
Yeah.
Is Slough city? Slough is the city.
No, it's not. It's not a city. Just have to be like
city smells of crime.
That's it. That's all for episode. That's all for this episode. That's it.
No, that's bullshit. The city smells of crime. He needs to have a one-liner, something to do with Slough. What's Slough famous for?
Uh,
Look it up, look it up.
grey.
Except for The Office.
Grey.
Grey.
Like the color grey.
Slough.
What is Slough?
I'm thinking of playing words for Slough. This is really this is
They've got a
insane.
chocolate factory,
Oh,
trading
okay.
estate, the office. That is the three things.
Oh, yeah, that's boring. Oh, let's just do this city smells of crime.
That's so funny. The invention of the wheelie bins. That's it.
And I hate crime.
But not as much as I hate Slough.
And I hate Slough crime. I'm putting this back over here because I can't be bothered to like indent everything.
We're not indenting it anymore. It's long.
That is not the correct term, is it? Indent.
Yeah, you do indent it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Um.
So this city smells like crime, smells of crime, and I hate crime. That is not the correct punctuation. I give a shit.
No, it's very well.
So what happens next? So he smells, but what is he smelling though? What is he looking for?
No. We have like hat leans down, or hat goes down to his knees
Hat
in the alleyway.
gets on his grimy knees.
In the alleyway. Yeah. Yeah. Where he still is. He has to use all his senses, so he licks a puddle.
He reaches into his. He reaches for his iconic curly straw. Dipping it into the
murky
puddle in the alleyway.
Just got eye contact, you know. And then go like down. Yeah, I was gonna say do slurp, but do it as its own paragraph. So do like enter. Yeah, there you go, nice. Slurp. Yeah. More P's as well. Can we get another P in there?
Yeah, let's get a few more P's.
Yeah, that'll do. Slurp, and then just have him go. Tastes like crime.
Tastes of crime and stuff. Taste of crime and grime. And I hate grime.
But I hate crime more.
I feel really high right now. I'm not, but this has made me feel like okay. Tastes of crime. Bad
crime. Yeah. And then have him just go like, and then have him have a really on the back of that line. Have him say like, "Someone's going to die tonight." Like
they already have.
Yeah, but he's okay, but someone's died tonight. Then
can he just like he's in this like a massive crime scene? He's like, a crime was committed here.
So have him go, "Someone's died tonight,"
Bad
and then we have the last, and then we have this is it. By the way, this is the scene for the first. This is our scene.
We need to do a page of the episode. We haven't
no, we do a scene in the episode. We do a scene in the episode. Have the next bit be like it can be a writer's note if you want. Camera pans out to reveal Hat is standing in the middle of a crime scene.
Pan is the wrong.
Pan's the wrong word. What's the word?
Pull out.
Thank you.
To reveal crime scene.
Yeah, with Hat in the middle of it, in the alleyway. Yeah.
I think you should have like a cop. In the Batman where like he doesn't like Batman doesn't like Commissioner Gordon and then like he does in the end. I think we should do it like that, but it's like Hat is like the authority figure and then it's just this cop. So like we reveal this cop. We reveal this cop like okay.
What does the cop say then? In his introductory line.
A police person enters the crime scene. The
in the
alleyway
alley.
crime scene.
Yeah.
The alleyway crime scene. Um,
What do we name the police? I say we genuinely name them like Police Officer One.
Don Emos.
Don Emos.
Oh, wait, what's the? Can you look up the lowest rank in the
I think
police?
it's is it not private? No, it's not private. Is it wrong? Lowest rank in police. Uh, police constable. Constable, yeah, constable. No, Jimmy, no, we're not making him constable, Jimmy. Constable feels like Don Emos
Constable.
Constable. Would it not be Constable Don Emos?
I don't like the name Don Emos. Let's just call him
Just do
uh
Don.
Rock. Because you have Rock on behind you.
I've got rock on the wall behind me.
Rockman. Rockman.
Rockman. So
Yeah.
it's Constable Rockman.
Constable Rockman. How do you spell constable?
CON. Stable. Yeah. Constable Rockman.
Constable Rockman. Hey.
Oh, oh God.
Was good.
Does he call him Hat Man? Can he call him Hat Man?
How do these people know each other?
We'll determine that later on in the script.
I'm just gonna go with A, and then
Yeah.
um okay. I've got such a fucking good idea. Watch this. Watch this. Hat, and then we're gonna do internal.
Fucking nerd.
It's that police person again.
Yes, they keep running into each other.
Because he just keeps like walking into like crime scenes, but this guy's like so chill. He just does not give a fuck. They them really grind my apples. I don't know like so okay so their relationship with each other is Hat is a wannabe he's really good, but he's not like an official like detective or
He's
whatever.
really good.
He,
He's
he
really
wanders
good.
in he
He took
wanders
a
into
test.
yeah, he wanders into like crime scenes and stuff, and he like tries to figure out like what the crime is, and like he is quite good at it. And Constable Rockman's always like there, and he's always like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?" Like, but like really like chill. So like he's like doesn't give a
Yeah,
fuck. So like if Hat turns around, it's like, "I'm looking for the murderer." Constable, I don't know what the fuck I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I
we're
don't know
done
what
for
I'm doing.
today.
No, we're not done
I
for
think we
today. We need to do a page a day.
fucking hell. Okay.
Fuck's sake, it's that police person again. They
And then
them
we need
really
to have
grind my
his
gears.
dialogue. His dialogue. No, it could just be Hat
Can we just do
gets up.
Hat like? Can we just do Hat like speaks every single thing he feels?
Yeah. No, have it be Hat, and then have it be like no, because it's funnier if it's just it's funny if like the shot. Imagine like if you will, the shot's just on his face, but it's just internal lines, so it
Hmm.
just stays on him while he's just like, "Fuck's sake, is that police person again?"
Yeah,
again, really trying.
but like we need to do like if we're filming this, I'm thinking like we need to film it in like a fishbowl lens, so it's just like
Yeah,
really close up, and his eyes
yeah,
are like pointing different directions and stuff. It's like a
yeah,
really ugly shot of his face, um, and it's just like we have just like this really echoey like reverb like dialogue over it.
yeah, and then have his actual line here, so then he actually speaks.
And I think we
Um,
should have Constable needs to. I'm just gonna put C Rockman.
Steve Rockman. Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's
And
funny
then
because
his
he's actually gender neutral, but he has man in his name.
yeah.
And Hat's really respectful of that as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're not. Come on, he's not.
It's not that, is it? It's that.
Yeah.
Continued. Um, He shouts everything. What do you reckon happened here then,
Oh my god. Okay. So
Mr.
then, so then,
Hatcock?
Hat just replies, "No, because it's not. No, no,
What?
it's Hat Mancock."
Yeah, I know, but he gets it wrong.
Okay. Then have Hat reply his like firstly his name, and then put secondly murder, but then have it just really obviously cut to a dead body in between them. Like it's been there the whole time, and
Yeah.
he hasn't referenced it, and he's just actually been asked what happened
Firstly, chump. My name is Dick Cat. What's his name?
here.
Mancock. My
Man,
name is Mancock. Secondly, you goon. I'm I'm trying to work that out, but work that out via this puddle, and you're all up in here talking and shit.
and thirdly,
So, and thirdly, I
murder.
reckon
Just put
murder.
in murder.
And then Mr. Rockman, he goes, see, we're getting somewhere here now. We're getting
He goes,
somewhere.
oh shit.
He goes,
Oh
he
shit.
goes, by golly. Fuck's sake. Rock. R. Rockman. Jesus fucking Christ.
He just screams it at
That's crazy. I wasn't. What am I doing? What is this shit, man? That's crazy. I wouldn't. No, okay, that's crazy. Crazy. Who did it then?
have Hat just get at
How
this
does he
point.
not know this, by the way?
At this point, have Hat get up really dramatically. Like he's still on his knees this whole conversation, by the way. He's on his knees the whole conversation. He gets
Do the police know? Oh no, no, okay. This is gonna go a little bit over. No.
So
Hold on.
then
We're gonna
see.
see.
He goes. So Hat gets off his knees.
Okay.
Finally, finally gets off his knees. Hat finally gets off his
Okay.
knees.
Whoa, okay. Hat who
But
has
dramatically, like he
been
dramatically gets
on his knees in
his arm.
the alleyway.
Oh fuck yeah!
Dramatically
Yeah, dramatically gets off his knees,
and aggressively
and then let's say like begins
rises
way.
to his size 7 feet. He storms towards.
No. I want him to walk away, but then he turns around and gives like a really shit one-liner and walks off. Like, but
Yeah.
like they do now and just walk away. That's his
Do
line.
the police know? And then
They
it's gonna
do
be like,
now.
no. It should be something like,
Roll
it should be
intro.
something like, what the fuck will the police do? And it's like, obviously there's like police tape everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's walking away, stops and turns and goes,
He
"What would the police do?" And then just walks away, and then credits roll, like intro credits,
down
not outro credits,
the
obviously.
alleyway. He walks down the alleyway so as to leave the alleyway.
Yeah, yeah. Before he stops in the alleyway.
He stops in his tiny size
Tracks.
7 tracks and
Oh.
turns back to Mr. Rockman. Turns back to see Rockman. To see Rockman. Okay, this is it. This is the line. This is the line.
The line. Probably. Yeah. And do full stop. And then just have him carry on walking. But then no, actually not even carry on walking. Then afterwards, we go it goes roll intro credits. Like that's where the credits come in.
Yeah.
And it just is in big text, it just says Weasel.
So okay, because I think we need to do like a little bit of polishing and then we're done. So let's start. Okay, exterior Slough night. There's dark alleyway in Slough. There is some police tape somewhere in the alleyway. A shadowy figure appears from round the corner. There is also a corner in this alleyway. Hat Mancock. He sniffs for clues. This city smells of crime, and I hate crime. Matt gets
Wait, I'll play
Hat.
You can play Hat. Go on.
Okay, Hat gets on his grimy knees in the alleyway where he still is. He reaches for his iconic curly straw, dipping it in the puddle in the alleyway. Case of crime, bad crime. Something bad happened here. Pull out to reveal the crime scene in the alleyway. A police person enters the alleyway crime scene.
Hey!
Fuck's sake, it's that police person again. They then really grind my apples.
What do you reckon happened here, Mr. Hatcock?
Firstly, chump, my name is Mancock. Secondly, you goon, I'm trying to work that out via this puddle, and you're all up in here talking shit. And thirdly, I reckon murder, and that should be
Jesus Christ.
That should be. No, I don't think it's as much shock as it is just like he's just screaming for like no reason. He just goes, Jesus Christ.
Can I not scream? All right, fucking Jesus Christ. That's crazy. Who did it? Do the police know?
Hat, who has been on his knees in the alleyway, dramatically and aggressively rises to his size 7 feet. He walks down the alleyway so as to leave the alleyway. He stops in his tiny size 7 tracks and turns towards C. Rockman. Probably. Okay, so I just thought of something, right? So Hat doesn't trust the police, right? So that line there really annoys him when he says to the police no. I think something has happened in his past and he doesn't trust the police.
Yeah.
So probably, and then be like, but they're about as useful as and then we need to think of like some like really good like noir film one-liner.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But they're about...
Can it be like you know the Blade line? You know the line in the Blade? It's like ice skating up a hill. Can it be something really dumb like that? But they're about as useful as ice skates on ice. Like,
but they're about as useful as it needs to be something really obscure.
Yeah, they're about as useful as the break.
As a weasel.
Yeah. Yeah. Weasel in a barrel. A weasel in a barrel.
As a weasel? That doesn't make any fucking sense. And I love it.
It's kind of what we're going for.
As a weasel in the barrel of a gun.
Roll intro titles.
Should we just say as a weasel with a gun or a weasel with a barrel with a gun?
Weasel with a gun. A weasel with a gun.
A gun.
With gun. Not a gun. A weasel with gun.
With gun. Oh shit. Cue the titles.
Yeah. Roll titles. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen. Right. That's the first page.
I'm very happy with that.
I'm very happy with that.
Okay, now I know the title though.
Weasel with a gun. Yeah,
Weasel with a gun.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this lovely episode of Oops, I Just Woke Up in Hollywood. If you're new to the show, do click the subscribe button and watch the previous episode for some context.
You don't have to.
Well, you won't get context either, but just go watch it. No. I've been your host, Gabe Morena. This is Jimmy Rogers. We'll be back again next week. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. And always remember, you're about as useful as a weasel with a gun.
Yep, that was a good one.